Good afternoon. I'm Christine Weber, President and CEO of the Monterey Area Chamber of Commerce. And today I have the privilege to be at Menor Lumber, who has been in business for 100 years already, if you can believe that. And I am with Tom and Justin, and I'm so anxious to hear all about. And let's start with the history, Tom.
History, 1922. Original owners were T.P. Kirby, S.M. Kirby, and John Hillenbrand. And what's most interesting is going through the archives and uncovering all the nostalgia and history and putting the pieces together. That's been really, really interesting. We're doing that for about 2 weeks now. And in 1963, Menor Lumber was sold to new owners, Jerry Osborne, Harry Fishley, and Bob Sanderson, and currently owned by the Osborne family.
Very nice. And Tom, how long have you been here? And you are the president currently.
Yes. Been here for 28 years, 25 of which were running installed sales, and the last 2.5 as the president.
Okay. And Justin, how about you?
I have been here for 4 years total. Was here for 2 years, left briefly, and then I missed it so much I decided to come back. So.
And what is your role here, Justin?
I am the division manager of the Menor location.
Okay. And just a reminder to our audience, they do have a Chardon location as well. So you can shop in Lake County or Jaga if you need to. So let's talk about a little bit about what you have to offer here, because it's a lot more than I think people realize when they see the word lumber. I think that they just think raw material, but you have so much more than that.
Right up our sales manager's alley.
Yeah, so we carry anywhere from 2x4s, 2x6 frame material, anything you would need to frame a house, to kitchen cabinets, windows, doors. We offer varieties of Provia, Simonton, Therma-Tru, and then kitchen cabinets.
You have some countertops out there.
Countertops as well. Correct. Yep.
Okay. And you also have a design team here that if I don't know exactly what I want in my new kitchen, I can come here and talk to somebody and give them an idea, and they can, because I know technology has been one of the things you've kind of brought them into a different century, because I'm sure back in the 20s we didn't have computers then, so you had to be all about drawing. So, but now you do everything.
We use 2020 design software, typically designing anywhere from kitchen compact all the way to candlelight cabinetry kitchens. So we carry a full line of cabinetry from a base budget to full custom.
Okay.
So.
And what would you say on the between residential, and I know a lot of builders come here, what would you say your ratio is between the two?
It's about 85% pro.
Okay.
And then the remainder residential.
Residential.
Correct.
Okay. Are you trying to move so that it's a little more even? I mean, would you like to increase the residential side of it?
Anytime we could increase sales, absolutely. I think we have, at least I've noticed a change over the years. When Mentor kind of boomed, early 90s, the builder pretty much gave you, this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you this cabinet, this hardware, these type of finishes. And as things have progressed, the homeowner has a lot more input. So we're starting to see a lot more homeowners coming in, and it's not something, it's from the color of my cabinets all the way down to the color of my knobs and pulls on my drawers. So
that's a good point. I didn't think about that. You're right, because it was a lot of, I don't want to say prefabs, but this is what you get, and whether you like it or not. And it has become so much more about being custom, which is a really nice thing for the consumer. But that is nice that, so they come in here then and work with all of you. And if they're working with the builder, they just say, and then you guys guide them through the rest of the process.
Yep. That's a good point Justin brings up about sending the customer in here. The builders, you know what, hey, go see the pros at Menor Lumber. They'll meet with our sales team and go through the selections process. And we typically know what their baseline products are and what their upgrades are. And it really saves the builder time, because they know they could count on us for the pros.
Yeah. No, that's good, because I mean, most of the builders, they don't care if you have 20 cabinets in your kitchen or 5. It doesn't matter to them. So, but it does to the consumer. So
they just want it done right.
Right. So what do you have planned for your 100th anniversary? How exciting!
Yeah, so it's definitely been it's been a lot of work, and it's really has been an exciting process so far. One thing that we started last year, we were in the parade that Menor City Fest
Yes.
had last year, and I believe that might have been one of the first times we had done that. And we're going to continue that. We want to obviously be, a bigger part of the community. And then some things we have, some events planned for employees. We have an open house that we're having in the middle of June. And then we're bringing back a carpenter night where we, the guys and gals who get their hands dirty, we're going to kind of celebrate them and feed them and play some games. So a lot of exciting things coming up.
Oh, good. So we'll watch for that, and I know you'll be sharing some of that on your Facebook page, and we'll share it out to the community so that they know what you're doing. Tom, you talked about some of the different things that you've had to do because it is 100 years old and the building's 100 years old.
Yeah.
So some of the upgrades that you've had to make along the way, and the recent one.
The biggest one was a facelift to our roof, a new roof facade, which incorporates over a third of the facade of Menor Lumber. A lot of new equipment. Most of our trucks and tow motors are new technology, DMS software for delivery management systems. We've really improved technology here and efficiencies. So culture, we've improved culture, incorporating a core value statement of excellence, teamwork, and respect in all that we do, but making it a place for people to want to come to work and our younger generation to find some interest in lumber.
Yes.
You don't go to college and say, I want to sell lumber. You go to college, you want to be an attorney, a dentist, or a doctor, but this is a pretty good job. I mean, selling lumber, building homes is very exciting. So we're trying to make and show our young people that this is a place to have a career.
Yeah, our trades have really suffered over the last probably 10 to 12 years, especially with not as much interest. But I think it's coming back around. I think kids are starting to see that they don't have to go directly to college if they don't want to, or they can go up here to Lakeland or Lake Erie and gain some skills there and then come work for folks like you.
Absolutely.
Where are you in the hiring process? Do you need people?
Yeah, we're currently looking for a lumber salesperson. We're looking for inside sales support. We're looking for yard help, and we're always looking for cabinet designers and sales, but currently those are the openings. Am I missing something?
I think got them all covered.
Yeah. I mean, we have CDL drivers, A and B. We have cabinet designers in sales. We have lumber salespeople. I mean, you could pretty much fill any kind of job you could imagine right here: accounting, purchasing, clerical, admin. So there's a lot here, lot to offer. Yeah.
You and I were talking just a little bit before we became live, and we were talking about how the pandemic affected you. And did you see a huge increase in people coming in here and making more improvements to their homes?
Well, we had about a 2-week slowdown, shutdown.
Correct. Yes.
Would you say, Justin? With that, we were able to calibrate a bit, step back. We didn't panic, but we were really surprised at the business. The lumber market was in every newspaper you can imagine, every print and press. It went crazy. So with that, it did not slow down at all. It really geared towards the homeowner or remodeling contractor coming and get materials. We didn't run out of a thing. We continued to purchase. However, our inventory was a high dollar amount, but we were able to get through that, and now we're dealing with another rise in prices with the market.
Yeah, well, between material and delivery, I'm
shortages,
sure that shortages,
staffing shortages, shipping container problems on the coast. We faced everything.
Yeah, but you're still here, and
Absolutely.
you're celebrating 100 years,
Absolutely.
and that's the good news, right?
Yeah, we've been fortunate.
Yeah,
We have a really, I'm not sure what the average tenure of the employee here, but it's got to be 12 to 15 year average tenure for the employees here. So we've been fortunate. A lot of that experience was, helped us get through some of those difficult times. And as Tom said, it was kind of funny because you started to realize that people weren't going to Disney and they weren't going, on a cruise, and the deck that they've been putting off for the last 5 years now all of a sudden became a priority.
Right.
And when the world, so to speak, kind of shut down about this time 2 years ago, my role everyone's roles kind of, switched a little bit. So I always tell the story. It was, like day 2 after everything, all the business is shut down, and I get a call and a guy's like, "Hey, I'm looking for lumber to build a tiki bar. I got all this time in the world now." So that's what kind of got us through. And then once things kind of settled down and everyone was kind of able to catch their breath, we haven't really skipped a beat.
That's wonderful. And even though we're in Northern Ohio, outdoor living has become so much more important to everyone.
Yeah.
So I can see how the deck sales and the tiki. I
Yes.
want to know who built the tiki bar because I'm going over there.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a great thing.
Yes, yeah.
So I mean, I'm so glad to hear that you were able to make it through all that and that you're still with us. You guys have been a longtime member of the Mentor Chamber, and we certainly appreciate that. Let's give your location, your hours, the days you're open.
Location, we have a store in Chardon at 332 Center Street, Chardon. Our location here is 7180 Center Street. Hours,
We're open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. Extended showroom hours from 5 to 7 on Wednesday, and then we're open on Saturday from 8 to noon.
Okay. Tom, is there anything else you'd like us to know about Mentor Lumber?
no, that just we're here to stay, and we're trying to be the best lumber company in Northeast Ohio. Constantly working at it.
Well, I think you guys are doing an awesome job. And if you don't know where Mentor Lumber is, I'm not sure if I can help you because, I mean, you see that sign right when every time you come over Route 2 Bridge. So keep your eyes out. Make sure you visit these guys. Wonderful people, and they're here to stay, like Tom said. Thanks for being with us today.